Hey kids, I also have a mirror there and I'm gonna try to not look, but it's just gonna happen.
Take a deep breath. That's what I tell myself. I tell myself to keep us hanging by the thread.
I'm just gonna get a straight up definition for you all, because I can talk about it all I want, but I might not actually define it. Okay, so neoliberalism is a form of liberalism tending to favor free market capitalism. So the free market economy, that's what I was talking about last time, and now you see how it's kind of a brainchild of capitalism, and it certainly falls under it. So they work together and they are each other. So I just had my, holy crap, I have a lot of emails. So I just had my exam in political ecology, and this is my cheat sheet. This is all research-backed information. So I just kind of want to clear the air a bit about stuff. As a woman, I don't want to start like that because I don't think anyone's going to listen to what I say after that, but as a woman, people don't take me seriously when I talk about this stuff, politics or economics or anything that's like outside of my implicitly designated sphere. And any opinion I have, even if it is fact-based, is just kind of waved off as like over-passionate emotion. You think I'm like a radical or something, but I'm really not. My whole generation, the millennials, we all care a lot about this stuff, and I think we're all really fed up with the system that we have. So I'm just here to give you more information on the system, and then I'm gonna talk about alternatives because I want to give you hope and the motivation to initiate change. It's not opinion-based. It's not. A lot of people say that my videos are opinion, but I list facts in every one of them. I will have opinion-based videos, but they won't be on environmental or political videos. They're on lifestyle videos because that is opinion-based. Aside from that, so today I'm going to talk about neoliberalism. I have been putting off making this video because I am a political ecology student, so I talk about neoliberalism all day, every day. I'm just gonna just get it over with, get it all out there. Yeah, we had the Industrial Revolution and then capitalism began really becoming a thing, and then we hit World War II and there was this great acceleration where capitalism just kind of had this huge boom. It's actually called the Long Boom. There were just a lot more goods available, people's standard of living in the global north rose exponentially, and we're still in this period. Capitalism kind of evolved into neoliberalism, and today they just like mix together. It's difficult sometimes to distinguish the difference between the two, but neoliberalism is really a brainchild of capitalism. Neoliberalism is all about leaving everything up to the market. So removing regulations that hold back the freedom of businesses to make decisions. Again, it's the word freedom, like in free trade. It's a tenet of globalization. Really, globalization, it's pretty simple. It's just the opening up of financial channels internationally. Now, capital can freely flow between countries. It allows businesses to outsource production into other countries, and these are poorer, undeveloped countries where labor is cheaper. They can degrade the environment and it doesn't really matter for us, and well, morally it does. This has created a huge geographical separation between production, which is in the poorer countries, and consumption of these massively produced goods, which is in the wealthier countries or the global north. For example, a banana that's produced in like Ecuador and we're eating it here, we don't really have to think about the working conditions and living conditions of the laborers in Ecuador. I don't even know if bananas grow in Ecuador, but I think they do. We don't have to think about the environmental degradation of these banana plants. So neoliberalism allows for this separation. So it's all about abolishing rules that limit firms' abilities to maximize short-term returns regardless of the long-term effects. The businesses usually focus on the 5-year plan because then they don't have to look at the long-term environmental consequences of this. Culture develops among political leaders and among citizens, where they believe that what is good for the business is good for the country. That's exactly what happened with the Trump election. That's what I was talking about in that last video. We define what's good for business as profit accumulation, but not so much distribution through all the different sections of laborers within that business. How would wealth be distributed in a country through all social classes? It's not. Another very important thing is the reduction of social spending. They are diverting more of that money into the development of the economy. And you would think that's good, like, oh, we have a good economy or a strong economy, so that is beneficial for the country, but it's not, because that doesn't necessarily mean that wealth is redistributed or trickles down. The trickle-down effect you hear a lot about, but it doesn't actually happen. And I don't really need to explain it, because just look. In like any city, count how many wealthy, larger houses there are, and then count how many smaller, more run-down houses there are. Another kind of interesting part that I just want to mention is with the Industrial Revolution, which is probably the foundations for the economic state of today. Large machines were built, and these machines were expensive to build, and therefore they aren't profitable unless they produce a very large amount of goods. In order for these large amounts of goods to be produced, we have to raise the standards of consumption in wealthy countries like Canada, like the US. So it's kind of a lot of the same last video, but next video I'm gonna go into alternatives. So yeah, I'm just like explaining it so it's a little bit more accessible, and if anyone asks you about it, you can be like, well, privatization, blah blah blah. Or you could just stumble around like me. That's all for